Robby Smith here at World Team Camp, a couple days in, and just how are things going with the camp?
Going good. We have a lot of heavyweights here for me to pick from, so that's nice. We went pretty intense yesterday. I guess breaking our lungs in for everybody. And so, pardon me. And so it's going well. Me and Andy have been working already for a week, so you know this is no different. Just we were doing 1 a days, and now we're doing 2 a days. So it's good. I'm excited. It's just leading up to the big one, you know, and I can't wait for that. That's what I'm excited for. So
it's been talked about a lot. You had a breakthrough year last year, 5th in the world. You've had a really good season this year. I mean, what do you do to take that next step or that next couple of steps?
I mean, the next step for me is a medal, and I want the gold. So, you know, I just have to stay. I've been saying it all year. If I keep wrestling how I'm wrestling, I can be a world champ, and I want to be a world champ. And I can't talk about it. I got to be about it. If I can be about it, then I'll be it. You know, so I just stay focused, keep doing what I'm doing, don't stop it. Momir has molded me into the wrestler I am. You know, we got Coach Lindland now in here helping us out and getting his input on me, and Mohammed. You know, so those 3 guys that right now are really molding me to be this wrestler I am. So right now, if I just keep doing what I'm doing, I think good things are going to happen for me this year.
You're in a really tough weight. I think Lopez from Cuba is back, obviously. I think you wrestled him this year, and the Turk, and there's some other guys. I mean, how do you approach those guys? I know you've seen them all now.
You know, they are very tough competition. Lopez is, you know, pound for pound, pound to pound best wrestler ever. So, you know, I just have to attack him. I'm not afraid of anybody, you know. It's just a wrestling match. It's just going out there. I'm not going to die, you know, so I just got to go out and wrestle. If I go out and wrestle and do what I have to do, you know, I can beat anybody in the world. You know, Lopez did beat me this year, but I also put Lopez down in a caution, you know, and right before I was about to get my front headlock, they brought us back up. So, you know, I'm there. I'm close. I feel I can wrestle with anybody. I feel I can be with anybody, you know, and I want to be back. I want to be in the top 10 again. I want to go back to Iran. I had an amazing time last year at the this year at the World Cup. I felt I wrestled good there, you know. I didn't get to see the top competition, but I got to see some really great competition. And I'm excited there, and that was a good way to see where I'm at in the world. And you know, I got knocked down on my ranking, but ranking's just a ranking. You know, I'm just gonna go back and prove what I can do.
That was gonna be my next question. How pivotal was that competition? Because obviously the best wrestlers in the world, plus the fact that you got to wrestle in one of the best places in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it was the greatest experience of my life when it comes to wrestling. I have never ever seen a sporting event like this. You know, I've never been in part of. I mean, I've seen Super Bowls on TV. I've never been to one, but the electricity in this building. There was people climbing up drain pipes, trying to break down a gate to get in. You know, Momir said that in his whole wrestling career, wrestling and coaching, he's never seen anything like it. It is probably the best place in the world to wrestle.
And they were loud and cheering and blowing horns and all the things they did.
I mean, it was incredible. And I don't know what I did. I don't know how I did it, but they started backing me. And it was cool. I mean, I became a superstar for a day and a half. And
I saw the picture where you were in front of the crowd clapping.
Yeah.
Where they were cheering for you when you started turning the front headlock.
Yeah. They were cheering for me from when I started wrestling in Russia. You know, and they had this big drum. They're beating this drum, and I just got the beat in my head, and I came back. I was losing 3-0, came back 1-5, 5-3, and everything changed from there. Every time I came out, you know, I had about thousands of people chanting R. Smith, and then that turned chanting into USA, USA. You know, so I mean that.
You got the beard, maybe
it just embraced me because of the beard. That's what everybody's telling me, so I'll just go with that. But you know, it was really cool. And then the competition. You know, I lost 2 real close matches to some tough guys, and you know, I learned from it. It made me a better wrestler. I came back and won some 3 real good matches. So I'm happy with my performance there. I wish I would have went 5-0, but you know, you win some, you lose some. I came back to trials after that, and I wrestled really well. So now I'm ready to go to Worlds and be even better.
Robby, you've been here since '05, and you've been like, you know, 3rd, 4th on the ladder. I know you had Adam Wheeler was an Olympic medalist, Justin Ruiz was a world medalist, and it took some time. I mean, were there times where it got frustrating, or was it just hard kind of being stuck behind some of those guys?
It was, you know, but I learned. I had some rough times. I had injuries. The weight cuts were always the worst for me, and it was a battle before then, you know, before my wrestling match. And when I always say it, when Momir told me I should have went up 2 years before I did, you know, I probably should have, because when I forgot the weight, I became a wrestler, you know, and I just focused on wrestling, and it was a whole different world. It was amazing. I actually could do my skills. I can wrestle to how I want to wrestle. I don't have to worry about anything else but wrestling. And that's what really made my relationship with my coaches, my family, everybody, it made my world just 10 times better. And it proves on the mat, you know. Now I'm number one. You know, I have some big shoes to fill. I mean, the USA heavyweights have always been up to the top, and I just want to keep that rolling, you know. And I plan on being here for a while, so at least through 2016, and we keep going from there. And
you're a good size heavyweight now. You feel like you match up pretty well with most of the guys in the weight class now?
I do. I mean, the only thing that hurts me is my height. I'm not the tallest guy. I mean, but everybody used to say I was a small 96, you know. So I guess I'm a small heavyweight. I'm a short heavyweight, but when it comes down to it, I filled in. I've definitely made the jump to the heavyweight. Right now I'm a full 128 kilos. That's what I was after practice. So, you know, I'm a big boy now, so that's nice. And I don't feel weak. I feel strong. What hasn't changed is my movement on my feet and how I can misdirect people in the 96 way of wrestling. So that was the best.
I was just going to say that works to your advantage. You're pretty mobile for a heavyweight.
Yeah, you know, and everybody says I'm a one-hit wonder, but my one hit's pretty darn good. But I also have my movement, and I feel my one-hit wonder is my lungs, and that's my movement on the feet, because that's what makes people bend at the waist for when I snap for my front headlock. You know, everything sets up everything else, you know, and that's what is pretty nice. So,
last question, you talked about Momir Pekovic and what he's meant to you. I mean, what has he meant to your career? He's
everything. I mean, I've been built by many different people. Mark Halverson molded me into a Greco wrestler. Momir perfected me as a Greco wrestler. Mark Halverson is our world team coach this year, and you know, Momir and him together in the room, it's awesome. But I always say I've had three fathers. You know, that's my real dad, who's made me the man I am. Mark Halverson, who built me as a wrestler, as a youth wrestler, and made me the man I am. And then Momir Pekovic, who is like my father in Colorado Springs, and I have much love for the man, and he is built me to be the man I am today, and as a wrestler, and it's pretty awesome to have a relationship like that. And he is just by far the biggest thing in my life when it comes to wrestling right now. And you know, him and my father and Mark are always there supporting me. So with those three behind me, it's pretty much I can do whatever, you know. And I have a great support through and through with my mother, my girlfriend, my sisters, everybody. They all support me, and that's really what it comes down to. But in the room, in everyday life, here at the training center, Momir is the biggest support I got. So.